All right, now Ike, you got this thing up here on the big screen. Okay, so this is the way that I do a sales projection. First, I need to start with the sales, right? So I take history and I move it forward. This is what the sales was last year. This is what sales is this year. And if it's an increase, then I use that percentage to increase every month going all the way across, right? You're 10% ahead, you need to plan that, right? 10% behind, you need to plan that, right? See right here? Can you see this? This is last year's sales, this year's sales. I get a percentage, right? It seems to be, what, 10% ahead, right?
Last year was 10%.
Yeah. So now I take away the Amazon fees because that money's not going to come to me. Whether your percentage is 30%, 40%, whatever it is, they're taking it before they give you any money, right? Do you understand that? Now, if you have an Amazon loan, does anybody have an Amazon loan? No? Okay, then don't worry about that. They take that money before they give it to you too. So then you come down to line number 12 here. This is the total cash that you're going to get in January. All right. Now you go through your expenses. I have your rent, phone, internet, car lease, prep fees, electric, other, payroll, whatever your expenses are. You pay them every month, so you have a good idea of what they are on a monthly basis. So you put that in there, you add that up, and you get to line 23, which is the total. And then 25 is that one subtracted from the 102, $84,000 more cash coming in than going out. All right? Now, this got nothing to do with profit, loss, or anything else. This is just cash. Right? So now my next line 27 is I want to replace the inventory that I sold. Right? So I'm using the 31% cost of goods sold. So I need $68,200 to replace the inventory that I sold. Everybody following me? I'm seeing puzzled looks. No? Yeah.
The 84,000 comes from 102 minus 18.
Yep.
And the replaced inventory, the cost for retail, that's a fraction.
Yeah. Retail divided into cost to give you your cost. Yeah.
Cost of goods sold.
Yeah.
31%.
Yep. So I have to spend that much, I have to buy that much just to replace the inventory that I sold. And so at the end of the month, I have 15,000 more cash than I had at the beginning of the month. It could go the other way. You could have less. That's why there's a cumulative balance down here. You started with X amount at the beginning. You add to it, you got a cumulative balance. So you could take this and spread this out through the rest of the months here and get an idea of what kind of cash you need for that year. I mean, your inventory is going to go up and down. Your sales are going to go up and down. But if you base it on a percentage of the year before, so now why do you need this thing? Why would you go through the process of doing this? You wouldn't, right? Huh? So let's go to the next one. Hmm? It's in your inventory. Yeah. It's in your inventory. At some point, you're going to recall it from the Amazon because they're charging you storage fees. And then when then you're going to get rid of it. See them shoes? That's exactly what you're talking about. eBay. Know what eBay is? Yeah. Dumpster. Dumpster. Waste management. Dumpster. No.
Garbage.
You throw it in there.
Basura.
Basura. Let's see. I don't know. Sometimes there's, it depends on the quantity that you have. There are some liquidators that they just buy anything. They give you like 10 cents on the dollar or something like that. No, this got nothing to do with inventory. This is just a cash flow statement. Yeah, you pay rent, you have a phone bill. That's on here. You need to know that you need X amount of dollars every month. What your nut is 18 grand. You need 18 grand. All right? It's going to cost you $18,000 every month to operate your business. All right? So now,
Basically, what the 12,000 is right here. It says beginning 12,000 and then 27 on the bottom.
oh, that was the cash you had. You started out the
A
month
random
with
number?
12,000. Yeah, just put in $12,000 cash, and then you got another 15, and that it adds to the 27. All right. So now let's look at it by week. This might help you really here. So here's maybe you could actually break this down by week. All right, and it might help you to know when you can buy your inventory that you need to replace. All right, I took the sales and I just broke it down by 4. Same thing with Amazon. Now, if you have an Amazon loan, it starts out at a certain date. It's like we had an Amazon loan, and starting on the 17th, whatever money you sell, they take and apply it to your loan until you make the payment for that month, and then they start giving it to you. So I knew on the 17th, this is what we had to pay. We had to pay $45,000, and based on my sales projections by day, I figured they're going to take 35 that week and 9,500 the next week. See these two? So then you can look at your bills. You know that the rent is due on the 1st, right? So you put it in the first column. The phone bill happens to be due on the 10th. So you put it in that column. See that? You just put them into the columns where, you know, you look at the bill and you know when it's due. The payroll is bi-weekly and it's on that week and that week. So now you get what your expenses are by week and how much each week is over and under, right? This 4th week here, or 3rd week, you can't buy any inventory because you're only going to get $800 more than you're going to spend. Right, so these are the weeks where the inventory is going to be. See, I bought 22,000 in this week. I bought 25,000 in this week. I didn't buy any in this week, and I bought 21 here. So that means you can time the purchase of the inventory based on when you're going to have the cash. Assuming that we're on a cash basis and we're not using credit cards, which, you know, you're going to pay for it 30 days later on. So that's the cash flow. Anybody going to actually do this? I get no response from
Anyone
you.
that actually do this.
You know that? Huh? You are?
Yeah, set it up so it's fine. Because, you know, laptop,
Yeah. If anybody wants to work on this, send it to me, to email it to me, and I'll be glad to go over it and, you know, see if everything's good or whatever, and, you know, help you with it. No question about that. Okay, so I think I finished it in 10 minutes. So. General questions. Go ahead. Anything.
It's about the Amazon loans.
Uh,
Is that included in this, or is it just do that? With the Amazon loans, is that their program?
I have a,
Okay.
yeah, I have a thing about loans. Did I give it out? Oh, yes. Did I give out a sheet with loans on it? No?
No.
All right, I can get it. That's the next topic.
The next one.
I have, I just have some